Hello and video game welcome to Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. I have played the original Stanley Parable game when it came out. I might have pirated it because I don't have it on my Steam. I haven't played it since. And Ultra Deluxe adds new stuff. And I obviously don't remember anything of the main game. If you haven't seen this game, it's a fourth wall breaking video game. It's a really fun one. I think it's one of the maybe funniest games. Like, honestly, one of the funniest games. So I'm just going to say I haven't played this before and lie. I'm sorry. Let's go. I might have to move my camera. Until the computer is barely visible. Okay. Current time. Currently, it is... It's not AM, buddy. It is 5:58. Wins up to 60. Accessibility settings, yes. Yeah, the sense of humor is amazing. The writing in this game is just absolutely brilliant. Narrator volume obviously will be the highest thing ever in the history of mankind. Let's go. I think I might need to move myself to the right, but...
This is the story of a man named
maybe not.
Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big
maybe I don't
building
have to move.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was
That's us.
simple.
That's
he
us.
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment.
That's me streaming Dishonored 2.
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That's it. That's the game, buddy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
I'm going to increase the volume even more. Sorry.
Wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Sewer Rave is insane. I wouldn't say it's a good game, but it's insane for sure. Oh my god, you're very slimy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There is nobody here. Very weird.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, is it... There's a weird tearing on the screen? Wait, what? Where? It's locked at 120 frames, so there shouldn't be tearings. Anybody else see that? Is it when I move my camera, like, really fast? It shouldn't be, though. Because we're locked at 120. But even then, well, actually, yeah, it shouldn't. There shouldn't be anything, but... Anybody else see anything? Weird. Oh, you can right-click to go forward. Left-click is like... Wait, what? You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Yeah. So we can go to the right. or the left. Let's go left. Let's play with the story, okay? What's the music?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, you're absolutely... Thank you. This is the Ultra Deluxe. Yes. Yes, I chose the wrong category because I'm stupid. Anybody else see a horizontal line in the middle? Because I don't. Ultra Deluxe. Stanley Parable. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to now... I'm going to pause the VOD just a second. Pooner might have... He might have some personal stuff. I tried with another browser or something. That could be like... It could be 16 different things. How to solve a dispute. Let it boil inside of you. Let it take it out passive-aggressively on co-workers. Resent co-workers for not supporting you. Okay. Yo, there's a broom closet!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, okay, okay. I see. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's continue. Sorry.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So I have played this game before, but I don't remember anything of it because it wasn't released, and I haven't played this version of the game ever before. We're just going to follow some directions here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned him an extra secret PIN number.
Exactly.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
But it was literally on like release weekend or something, and I don't remember anything. Which is nice. I like that. I know, obviously, what the game is about.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yeah, okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, now we'll do exactly like the narrator man says. The narrator man knows, okay? We trust him. Okay, we trust him. He's a good guy. He seems like a good guy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
That's a lot of screens. Dude, installing these screens would be hell. It would be living hell. Surveillance cameras?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I don't remember what my number was, but that's okay. What is neutrino detector? Beep.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
427.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control
There.
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
I can't remember any of this.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That's
But
crazy.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad
Mind
or
control
content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored
Oh, I
and
see, Barney.
commanded from this very place.
There's a screen for a
And
pirate.
as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh my god, Stanley has a lot of power here, buddy. He's gonna... where do I go and destroy the... I guess here? Do we go and kill them all? So in case somebody hasn't seen this, obviously the point of the game is kind of to go against the flow. But we don't need to do that. We can also go with the flow, right? Mind controls
And when at last
idol.
he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Beep. Turn off mind control. Good ending? Pork champion? Oh, there's so much on water with this.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Okay, that's really funny.
Was it over?
That's really funny.
Yes. He had won.
We won!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
That is true.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Yeah.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Happiness.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
Somebody's
or how to
house right
feel.
there.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he
Oh my,
needed to
Sparrow, we're
know.
at your neighborhood. Look
It
at those
was
mountains,
perhaps
buddy.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay. Can you...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
This
the
is like...
feeling of liberation. The
This
immense
feels kind of like
possibility
Portal
of the
ending.
new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. That's all that matters, buddy. We did it. Stanley's happy. Complete the Stanley Parable! That's crazy, buddy. There were like 3 choices there, right? Wait, what do you mean?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Highly suspicious, chat. That's highly suspicious.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
I'm going blind.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes. No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here
No.
just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
This is the game in a nutshell, chat.
You are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Damn.
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to
come back here,
continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Can we get out of here? Do I need to restart the game? I think we need to just restart. Begin the game again. That was a funny little Easter egg. That's literally the only thing I remember of this game, is that you can kind of get up there.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Coffee cup. Leaf. Can't open it. Can't open it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Bucket version is better. No clue what that is, sorry.
Oh. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Is that blood?
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, I will? I don't think so, buddy. Let's go against his will.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000 dollarinos. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Okay, good to know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Very unfortunate. Stanley's legs. Rip Stanley's legs, bro.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays. I don't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Yes, this room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Could we jump anywhere safe? What do you guys think? I don't know if we can. We need to find another way down.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
Pretty
off on
sure
the
we
wrong
can
foot
fall
here.
down somewhere.
I'm
Like,
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
not here.
I realize that investing in your
Surely
trust in
somewhere.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
can we
has
go
been
there?
about nothing but you all this. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, buddy.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Well, he's trying
You
to
see?
stop us.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
This is like... This game, for those who don't know, I speedrun games. This game feels like what people think developers think about speedrunners. This is sometimes when you get like those shitty comments on YouTube where go like, can you play it normally, motherfucker? This is what I think those people think the devs think about the people who run the games, where in reality they literally don't give a fuck. If they give a fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a shit. But they generally don't because they're just like, whatever, somebody's playing the game. Cool stuff. But this is like how I think some people actually think.
Help me here, Stanley.
People are
Help
upset.
elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Saving
Skill trees?
kittens.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you
Kittens.
what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Third option, chat.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Hey, Chopper. I wonder if devs actually think that, just find game purists. Well, the thing is, like, unless it's a solo dev, there's so many people in the development of any game that, like, there's not a chance that all of them hate you, right? And then at that point, it's like an individual person's idea. Who gives a shit at that point? If it's a solo dev, they're almost always just, they find it funny.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door?
More options, chat.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
This game
Let's
is
take a
about
look.
breaking the fourth wall. Oh, here we go. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Okay. I think those guys might be cheating. Okay. 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3%. Just the blue door. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Complete against others to improve in your Stanley Parable career. That's funny. Friend list empty? I'm the worst? I'm the worst player of Dead Rat? Dead Rat is better than me. I'm upset.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype
Oh.
of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would
DJ
you?
do? Who DJ do?
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I had a new game chat.
In this game,
Oh.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the
Oh, I
message
didn't know
of the
who
game
Sharia was
only becomes
talking about
clear
the...
once you've been
Yeah,
playing it for about
Dana
4
and Sean.
hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
For Chat. What do we do? It's just a baby. Who gives a shit, buddy? He's fucking burn. Oh, I didn't. Oh.
You heartless bastard.
Buddy.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Second.
Because if it's the
Also
latter,
first.
I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Oh?
Let's see. What do we have here?
I know there is an achievement if you don't play the game for like 10 years or something, and then you reboot it again or some stupid shit like that.
Yes, this seems like it'll work.
I'm pretty sure this section was still in the original game. But I know there's extra stuff in this. Yo!
Fascinating.
Was it 5? Okay.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
I fucking hate Firewatch, by the way. I fucking hate the ending of Firewatch. No spoilers! No spoilers, buddy. I'm just saying the ending, dog shit.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Creepy man?
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What?
Yes,
That's
that
not
must
it.
be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything
Yo,
about
there's
this
a
game,
dollar
Stanley.
sign.
And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Buddy, that's crazy. That's not about it. I remember watching a playthrough. You don't remember anything about it? Firewatch? Put baby in pelican mouth. We need a mod that changes the fire into pelican mouth. Let me peek. Put baby in pelican mouth.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Huh? It's a very nothing burger game.
It
Firewatch.
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What? No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
Okay, another
Let's find
game.
Another
Okay.
game.
Okay.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh, it's Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Where's the ball, buddy? It says...
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Yes.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Which team am I? I don't know which team am I. Hopefully...
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Are we
Is it
winning?
better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Are we
Stanley,
winning?
I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one
What?
ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
How
I'm
many?
going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
How many? Buddy, how many balls is it giving us? I think we can go down there, but I was wondering if it's going to give me more balls after that. Let's just go down, I guess.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. You still have so much...
Uh-oh. Ceiling light. Okay, buddy. Am I dead? Please don't kill me. Scary stuff, buddy. I have no flashlights. Oh, there's a light. I had to look up what happens if you play 4 hours of baby game. What happens? Is it an achievement? There's only like 11 achievements or something in the game. It's kind of crazy. Buddy, is this not the right place? I guess it's not. Okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap
to
everything
crush
up
your
at the
skull?
end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
That's pretty funny.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I'm trying to move. Improve comedy for it. That's crazy, dude.
All of his co-workers were
Oh
gone.
no, I
What could it
failed.
mean?
We failed the
Stanley
alternative
decided
path.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
There's
memo.
more, chat. There's always more.
When Stanley came to a set
Uh-oh.
of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first...
Do we
open
need to
door
go
on his
through the
left.
baby section again? Oh no.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What's this then?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Can't open these doors. Kinda sus.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
the narrator's lost.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's a car. I'm very scared that the car will drive me over. I guess it doesn't. We're good. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Crazy, buddy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess we'll go to the right, and then we'll just go to the end, and we don't jump down.
When Stanley...
Wait.
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Where's the story hiding then, buddy? Oh no, there's so many doors, so many options. How do we know where to go? Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself in her guilt. What was it? What was the motivational posters?
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Back rooms. This one.
Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't restart the game.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
420? Smoke? Smoke it? 420? Coffee?
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Wait.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
What could have been missed? Like... Nothing? It's empty, buddy.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Now
this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this
girlfriend's just choking. I think she's having a nap and she just almost choked to death.
In an office building.
Not a big deal.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
I win?
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no.
I don't really feel happy about this.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Wait, the Stanley Parable adventure line?
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
See, I'm so happy that we don't have more games like this because they would get really tiring. But I'm happy we have games like this because I think this is just funny. I think it's stupid. It's so dumb. It's really funny. It's well done, right? But like, imagine if you had 10 games like this.
Simple as that.
It would get super boring. Oh, wait, we haven't been here before. Do we follow the adventure line? Maybe we follow the adventure line. I don't know. Let's do it.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Okay.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
There should be James Bond
what?
inside here.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Music. That's a lot of peer reviews there, buddy, for one employee. And behind those curtains?
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Is that even a fern, chat? I hope it is. Otherwise, we've been lied to.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where's the story of the Stanley Parable? Wait, not this shit again.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
God damn it. Adventureline betrayed me.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Is it about drinking coffee? That'd be...
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Blackjack and hookers.
Oh, no, not you again.
Not the line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's a bit hard to not acknowledge it. It's like... No, well, it's not anymore in our way. It was... Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Confusion ending?
Hold up, what's this?
Hold up.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game
Stanley dies?
times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
This could be. I played this when it came out, the original game.
Is it really?
But I don't remember shit about this.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
But now there is the Deluxe edition.
Restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
How you doing?
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do
But
it.
if we
I
restarted...
won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in
I'm
some
okay,
way
vibing.
that this is
By
a
you?
kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where
It
we
is
are
oof.
right now.
Lots of stuff happening.
We'll find out, won't we?
Hopefully good.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
What was that sound? Did I wake up?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess you could press those. I don't want to press all of them though. You had massive...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What did
Standing
you
now in
like?
this incredible room,
Did you? Is there a layman thing
Stanley,
you
for
can
the
say what
first
happened?
time, but eager to get back to business,
Like,
Stanley took the first
I
open
made
door on his
physics.
left.
Although that I that's not the thing that you did, but you know what I
Stanley
mean.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I guess we'll let's go there then.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
went there and we
realize
fucked
investing
up.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
There is the
someone you've
line,
been
I know.
neglecting,
I see the line,
Stanley.
buddy.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Just wonder how you
Please,
go there.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your
Her?
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was
Chose
possible.
incorrectly,
Let me
buddy.
double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken
Master.
to the apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in.
We skipped the
cut to
sex.
white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on
Oh yeah,
earth are
if
these
you just send it to me on Discord, I will try it out.
What
Yeah.
did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What? What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you
I'm a
run around in this
person.
game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe
love this game. It's
helpful
so dumb.
instructional video.
It's so... I love this game so much.
Choice.
Oh?
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to
Four
make
windows,
life better
different
for all
renders?
people. Or he could spend
Oh, so you've
years
been,
of
like,
hard work forgetting
tuning
how
it.
to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform
21.
to rational logic. If you
Fish.
find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend
what is
making
happening
at least
here?
8 choices per day. Do you
8
make more than 8?
I
Less?
made
And
16,000
finally,
at
if you
least.
begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Okay.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Where did the video play? On my head?
Welcome back.
Oh.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we
I don't
can't
see
have
the
you
yellow
jumping
line
off the
anymore.
platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Fork, feel, lift, driver.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
That's amazing. Really?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
In narrative.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
True.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
No! Why did you do that?
Wait.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Yeah. Wait. Have you seen the German forklift instructional videos? Are they German? They could be Finnish. I think they're German. The old meme. That's what I was thinking about. I had to go here. But it... Oh.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Yeah, the German
Is it better to
forklift
shut
thing
the
is a
game
good
down
meme.
entirely?
There's like
To
plenty of
willingly
people
destroy
dying
all
and
my
shit.
work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
What have we done? Oh? Hello? Is Portal?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
Yeah, Portal 2 intro, yeah.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
What did he destroy the game, buddy?
It was the only
That's
thing in the
crazy.
world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
We can make a new one.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm 35 years old, buddy.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it. And
We destroyed it, by the way. We
It would
did.
have been so perfect. I worked so hard on
Enjoy.
it. I tried so hard to make
Enjoy gaming.
it behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
No.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's just something so funny just going against the narration. I don't know. It just doesn't get old.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
It's too
All
funny.
right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Doesn't even say anything anymore, buddy.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
I don't think
lead
it
and you'll be
I don't know if
fine.
it gets any
All
worse.
right.
I guess we'll go
When
left.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, it's looping. I think this place is already fucked.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
can't-
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I can't open broom closet. Interesting.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wish work would be like this. It is if you're mind controlled.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
Can you go in the door at the staircases? Was there a door?
Stanley
Shit.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication
I am the
of a
most
human
expensive
life.
boss.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with
There's
a
a
voice
panda
receiver
gun.
next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had
Oh,
seen
there's
it
the
on
door
his
at the
boss's
bottom. Oh, I
computer
couldn't go
just
there.
last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Blah, 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 blah. Ooh,
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115? Buddy? I don't know how to make Stanley speak. Sorry.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I already did, buddy. I tried. Night Shark
Okay,
115.
fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide
Yeah.
you have better things to do.
Game doesn't ask for your microphone permission, so it doesn't actually... It doesn't, you know, would be kind of silly. But it'd be cool if it was. It would be really cool if you could talk.
I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, this isn't trippy at all.
Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end!
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Those are a bit tiring because then you can't have a conversation.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward.
We're
please.
outside of the...
Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
They're sad.
You hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Okay.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Different narration. Say the spells games? Tim Kaine work? I don't know that, no. I wouldn't be shocked, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What do we do now? Do we still try to break it on the right?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go, oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
It's the broom closet ending. I just want to hang out in the broom closet, bro. It's a cool place, motherfucker. I think there's an... I don't know if it's an achievement or something where you, like, actually go there and you stay here for, like, a long time or something, but... Now we can go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Here's the door.
to his boss's office.
I don't know what that says. You can't zoom. That's a cat.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
Maybe he is crazy.
I am crazy.
I was crazy
All of my
once.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
Clocks
this,
when you
he
work of
began to make
WoW,
other
12
strange
before.
observations.
Wait,
For
what?
example, why couldn't he
Oh,
see his
because they don't do
feet
3.
when he looked
I get it.
down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't.
I'm
going
so
to
happy
lose
for
his
Stanley,
job.
buddy.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, fuck, I'm
Then
flying,
he
bro.
imagined himself
Bro.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of
Drugs.
them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
I don't know what's happening there.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the
Yeah, what was that? The mushrooms, buddy?
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
He's gonna cut his penis
So
off!
he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool
Or
weight
that.
of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Wake me up! Wake
I'm
me
through
up
with this dream.
inside. Gotta wake
I
up!
wish it to
Wake
be
me
over.
up inside!
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment.
Chat, I'll show
and
you my...
wife.
while Stanley's sleeping, I'll show you my President of USA 2025 impression. Are you guys ready? I've been practicing, okay? Just wait. Just wait.
And my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I
Yeah?
am normal.
Good?
Everything
Yeah,
will be
I think it's
fine.
pretty good.
I am okay.
I'm sorry, I made the same joke last night, but I can't.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be...
This is me every morning.
Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
That's normal, right? That's normal.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Stanley's
But on this
fucking
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
That's what
I
they
know
say.
what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
And she hoped that
Very
she was
important
dead.
People whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body,
Yeah.
and then she turned and ran.
Damn.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let's
What
press
could
the
it be?
buttons then, I guess.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I already went the out of bounds, by the way. We already did that meme. So it's a funny little Easter egg. Oh. How many? there more? Oh, new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
So I'm a bit sus about the new content door, I'm going to be honest.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Wrong office worker in the right place can make all the difference.
The Stanley Parable
Sorry.
Ultra Deluxe.
That was my G-Man impression.
This sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Buddy, me too. Right after these ads, because I gotta take a toilet break, motherfuckers. I'll run some ads. I'll pause the VOD, okay? We are back. Should be no ads, no nothing. Let's go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Mesmerizing adventure. Okay, buddy.
Is it broken?
Do streamers not see how long an ad runs? No.
What's going on here?
Possibly you can, but I don't have the thing open. But I click them for like, I put them for 3 minutes.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new
So
content.
it's for 3 minutes.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I've never seen this content because it is, like they said, new.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's
That's
as if the...
weird.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
It might be regional.
Give me the content, Stanley.
It might be because when you joined, you might have already seen a pre-roll. I don't know. It's really strange. Basically, what I do when I do that, I'll just show. You go here, and I click a button called 3-minute ad break or 1-minute ad break, and then it adds pre-roll off. So now if somebody joins, if you refresh the stream or something, pre-rolls are off. I don't know how long they run for, but I just like keep the entire... If I do a 3-minute thing, I'll just be 3 minutes AFK. Yeah, you might be able to add... maybe you could add a thing here to show how many minutes ads are. I don't know. I run ads so rarely. I don't fucking care. It's fine. But yeah, it's kind of dumb. You can't do it.
All right. Let's see. It's the jump circle.
We could jump? Yo, bro. What if we do 5 FPS jump? Do we go really high? It's time to break the Stanley Parable. No, you don't. Okay, whatever. I give it a go. What? That's bullshit, buddy. I'm not jumping. Where is it? Wait. What sort of a...
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I love the jump circle. Jump circle's so good. This is so good. Can I buy more jumps? Oh no. Oh no. Chat, we ran out of jumps. Is that it?
Goodness. Another elevator.
Another?
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You need to
now
only count to
delivers
6,
1,000
7.
hours of new content.
Sorry.
And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the
That's
new
it?
content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them
Buddy, you can't say Twitter and you're about to get cancelled, buddy. It's X nowadays.
personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Fair.
No frills. No
The
gimmicks.
entire game's gimmicks,
Just you and
buddy.
me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend? Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
If he's the narrator, why does he have to talk like he's an event? That doesn't make any sense. Coffee nut. And a screwdriver, okay. Where we're going.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
I
But
do.
It got me thinking about the
I do.
past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Look at this.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley,
that's
doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Standing. Don't forget. Yeah, buddy. Zone, sweet zone. In loving memory, the Stanley part. That's fucking funny. Trip down memory lane. Money. Oh, smile because it happened. Go outside. Yeah, this is the don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. Yep. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Then he's dead as well. Why does it look like a church? What a beautiful little area, buddy.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh.
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona
Well, I wouldn't-
3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
I don't know if it
It's
was...
no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Can't go to memory zone maintenance. This cool. I don't think he is. Yeah, person of the year. Look at that game dev shit there, buddy. That's crazy. There's new.
Here's another moving passage. This time from GameSpot.com.
Is there? Don't spoil me, chat. I haven't seen this. This is actually shit that I haven't seen because I haven't played this. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be like a negative review. It's gonna send everything to shit.
Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding
Preparing
choices
snake oil
I've ever been
salesman
confronted with in a
routine.
game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yeah. Oh, do we need to go?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Steam reviews.
God, no.
Uh-oh.
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Not the
I haven't
Steam
looked at
reviews.
these in years. I can't even imagine what's
No,
been collecting
not
down
the
here.
Steam reviews. Don't do
Surely
it.
These reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny.
Oh
with his
no, but he's
humor
gonna hurt
and
his
dialogue proving to be
feelings.
more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already...
Is that a real review? I wouldn't be shocked if it is. I wouldn't be shocked if it was. Like, why not? They could. It was a really popular game. I'm sure there's like a billion reviews you could take.
Such a densely layered...
And I'm sure you also own the rights to you can freely take a comment that's left on, like, you can take a review that a professional person has done. You can use that in your game or whatever, your media. I'm sure you could also use game reviews the same way. You could also just make something funny, not to insult some specific person like that. So I wouldn't be shocked if it's fake.
Profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I think personally it would be better to maybe fake it, because then you are not like attacking an individual person, because because there's gonna be a lot of comments that are in that vein, but you don't need to like attack anybody specifically unless it's a professional, because at that point, oh, fuck them. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think it's that cool. Although it's really funny, but people are just fucking stupid. So I don't think it's like that great of a thing.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While
Oh,
the
they are
idea
real?
for the
I
game's
see,
good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy.
I think
am
it's the
I?
funnier choice to
You
take
can
the real
tell me
ones.
If I'm preachy, honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear.
I'm sure.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These
Like
black marks
it is the funnier choice to take a real one, because it's just really funny.
otherwise
but like,
unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh no, what is this?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's
I wish there was a
happening.
skip.
I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Uh-oh, how much are we gonna be skipping, buddy? That's funny. I don't want to press the button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking. Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more...
I mean, the what?
Well, there, sport.
It was
you
just
really
to do
did
that.
catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what...
Cookie 9 has to
Okay,
do.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh.
That last one was, well...
Where's the
I
door?
want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say, Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's
12
been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And
The
my
lights
God,
are getting
there's no
out.
way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
How can it be
I've
gone?
looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yeah.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that...
It's too funny not to press it though.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
So, you're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A year?
I've never sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed
I played Gollum for 50 hours,
I felt
buddy.
nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have
Cool
ever
story, buddy.
experienced.
That's really cool, but like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? Anybody here? Am I alone? Just give the button again. Oh, fuck.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
Have you
They
seen
bemoaned,
this,
they
Scopy? Do you,
screamed,
like, know
they
what's
gnashed their
happening?
teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little
No?
thumbs-down review and make all of
This
their
is so
pitiful
fucking
demands.
funny.
But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm just expecting one day that this building will just be like, oh, we're dead. Like, it's just like...
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I wonder how much we're, like, skipping now. Like, are we going tens of years? Hundreds of years? Like, what are the timescales, buddy? Oh, here we go. Wait, but we're... Oh, it's just that wall, but... nothing else. It's fucking genius. Oh, hey! Look at that! Ah, the great outdoors. Okay. A bit more. A few more times. I'm sure we'll get out. I just wonder, where did the door go? Like, it's kind of sus. Oh. Oh. It went dark again. Hello? Oh! Can we still skip, or is it now fucked? I think that's it. Oh. Well then. This is how you feel like when you take a nap. And you wake up. And you're like... buddy, where the fuck am I? Can't get on top of the building, it seems. No. Okay. We're just gonna check that we can't skip anymore. Then we'll just go start wandering the desert. It's crazy. Oh, we can. Wait. What? Oh. Did I fuck up?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. I love it that they added a different sign. There was new content, now it's new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Another elevator? Please don't be another... Oh, no. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original
I think it's been
Stanley
peak.
Parable was
I
a
think it's been peak.
landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Twa. Not in Finnish, buddy. No coxy there. So how about you go and zwei these fuckers up your asshole, buddy? Anyway.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2. Now
I love it that this is like, it's a screen and then it has like the painting opened, but then it's not even full screen.
Right,
it's so stupid.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
They're back. 2 doors. New content is out. New content, part 2 is in. Old and busted, new hotness. Boring sections of the chart, cool red section of the chart. I can't go out of bounds here. More the Stanley Parable, better Stanley Parable. Win-win. Color red, leverage holistic value. 1 to 2. Yeah. Click to add speaker notes. Yeah, this is what I believe the dev studios look like, I'm sure, for like 3 guys.
Clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
Jumping?
it.
Jumping?
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
It's so stupid. They clearly had a lot of fun making this, right? Like, they're like so dumb because like only a game like this could do something this stupid and pull it off. Look at that.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. There's a reassurance bucket and office decorate. Show me the name. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
This is what people want from
Of course,
streamers.
the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name
My
Jim.
name's not Jim,
But
buddy.
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the
Oh,
backstory.
sorry,
If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward. Yes! Oh, see! What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
That's funny.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No, we lost the button, buddy. That's crazy. They took it away. There was an emotional reassurance bucket or something. Show me.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Jump circle, also an infinite hole. There's so many things here. Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold
Can I hold the bucket?
Disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to
want the
long
bucket.
for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you
Yes.
imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Can I get the bucket?
Come on, give it a try.
It's a bucket, buddy.
Can you feel it?
No.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
It's not gonna let me take the bucket away, is it? Oh, maybe.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
No, you. A child labor. Children yearn for the mines, not to the office,
Which
buddy.
would you go with?
Can I choose? Happy 12th birthday, step niece. That's crazy.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
That is the wrong choice, buddy, and you fucking know it, right? This one is Happy 12th birthday, step niece. That's fucking crazy.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
What's there? Free easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. The infinite hole, free achievement. There's the collectibles? Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward
What?
for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell
Into
on
my
with your
bucket?
unremarkable life.
0 out of 6. 1 out of 6. We got it.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it.
Nobody complains about that, buddy.
Tragic.
They're crazy. I think they're insane. I think they're actually insane. Jump circle this map. Free achievement. The button that says the number merch. Settings, world champion. Stanley Parable reassurance, but we have the bucket. Office decoration. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. We've seen almost all here already. Okay. Let's go to the infinite hole, I guess. We'll do the free achievement last. Infinite hole! Oh, maybe we don't want to go there. We get a free achievement if we go here, though. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. I love Steam
here's
achievements.
Something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers,
Yes.
we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Chat, no, the achievement machine is broken, buddy. No, not the... Can I restart it again? I want it so bad. I want a free achievement, buddy. Never lucky. Shame. Shame.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
We haven't seen Chat's mum, also known as the Infinite Hole. Got him. Opening, rim, depth, infinite, surrounding area. That does look like a chocolate starfish. Hole entrance, infinity. Hole, more hole. It just keep... buddy, we can go to China? Nah, I don't believe... There's
Stanley,
magnets.
Here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
But what if I don't want to... What if I want to stop the falling at some point?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature.
I don't think it's an infinite hole,
Is
buddy.
it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the
New
hole.
mug.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Nobody.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little
mad at
heated
us.
there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Is there going to be more dialogue if I don't go?
Great. Now, I'm very... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no.
That's so funny.
Weird sort of... Oh.
Wait, when it's shorter the hole?
Seemed even shorter to you this time. I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there
Kinda
than you
sus.
did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
Every pause
Well, I
button is a
suppose
Roman
once again,
numeral.
There's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Who's been smoking
I'm
cigs?
starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Doesn't work.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Oh no.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Don't
I'm
restart
out.
the game.
Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked
No!
for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Sorry.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
He can't just leave me here. What's the sound? Chat, what was that sound? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's nice seeing you, sunlight. Will be gone. Why can't I change my perspective? That's really funny. Why? Oh, Jace, change your perception. Change your reality? Change yourself?
Stanley? 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 Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Bro, this game's crack. What the fuck? We start dreaming again. I can't change my reality or... I might have. I pressed the key. Oh, it's just... They just put me here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Jump circle. Where's the jump circle? Here? Wait, where? Down. It says left jump circle, but...
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
No.
Ready to move on now?
No. No. Jump circle. I jump circle. I guess left. I want to go and jump, buddy. N. Here?
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait.
I've already
You
used...
already spent all your jumps the first time.
I
we
spent
saw
all the jumps on the
circle.
first time.
Oh, well.
Can I buy more?
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No, my jumps. Buddy, that's actually cringe. I can't. I found all the way to the jumps. Cringe, buddy, cringe. Okay, fuck this. Fuck this. I think that was it, right? Wait, did we see merch? I think we did, yes. Epilogue? Is that the exit? I don't see it. Epilogue is... wait, exit is E. Exit is there. Epilogue is like here. Not here, but like here. Settings world champion. Mostly infinite hole. That was the epilogue? Buddy, that's crazy. I can't go to the settings world champion. I think that's all. I think we've seen it all then. Okay. We didn't even get the free achievement. I think that's bullshit. They baited me. Okay, let's go to exit. I have this stupid bucket with me. Can't wait for the second game. It's gonna be peak. Very sussy looking man on the red. It reminds me of Russia. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful
So you make a game?
gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable.
It's here.
2.
Look at that. Achievement infinite.
Well, I mean, there's
36
potential
jumps
here,
and the
right? It's
name and
sort of-
the bucket
okay, never
collectible
mind.
and like.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes.
I wasn't
yes,
really sold
this
on
is
that.
Much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
No.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
No.
of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
They
would
were pretty
need the
bad, actually,
structure
too.
and the gameplay
Sorry,
of the
sorry.
original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
The title screen is the what
Perfect.
like.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, Stanley Parable 2. Look at that. The new title screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
No,
in a
the
big
balloons!
building
The
where he
balloons,
was
buddy!
Employee number
Did you see the balloons?
427. Employee number 427's job was
It's actually the second
He
game.
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons.
Oh, we even had a skip, but I think you can skip that anytime you want. Look at the balloons, buddy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Get
mean?
well someday.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
We have the bucket. What do we do with the bucket then?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't want to shit in the bucket, buddy. It's nasty.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can
What?
feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
This wasn't open before, the executive bathroom.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Collectibles.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Extreme bathrooms. Oh, there was a computer thing there too. Shit.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
So happy.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
No, I clicked wrong.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Bucket
Yes,
is the only
this is
friend.
certainly the most logical explanation.
We should go to the escape here. Oh,
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
another one.
There really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerine?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerine is possibly the worst name I've ever heard. Do we still have the exit path here? I think we do, right? I haven't taken that.
The elevator raced down.
Sorry for the yawns. I'm today on like 2/3 of my normal medication. And it's crazy. I noticed the difference like crazy. Tomorrow I can be back on my normal medication. I got the medication shit sorted out that I was ranting about last night. It's sorted. It's good. It's good. I don't need to be without meds.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Watch out, we're gonna fall.
Although this passageway had
if I remember correctly
escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on
I heard it's the best, actually. There is no such thing, sadly.
track.
It's completely...
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly
It depends.
forward
Your
into
brain.
a very painful death for each of them.
There are a lot of people who can't take this medication, and some people can. I'm luckily one of them. Oh shit! Aren't they basically different spike lengths and intensities? It's
As
like
the machine
taking
worded it-
it's like there's different. It's not the same affecting medicine. Basically, it's not the same
Stanley and the
ingredients.
bucket inched closer to their demise. Stanley reflected on
Not
how
all ADHD meds are methylphenidate, is what I'm trying to say.
meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out.
Yeah,
to be.
your girlfriend takes
To be sure, it puts the mind and the
lisdexamfetamine.
soul at ease to embrace the bucket,
Elvans
but what
/
use is a
Vyvanse. They're
sense of
different.
ease when you're
They're
about to be
different.
crushed to death. This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
No.
Poor Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Hello?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
What? The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. That's a lot of text, buddy. I ain't reading all of that. Anyway.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this?
25 buckets, but
Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
There's way more than 20.
The bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life.
Inferno bucket. Replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another to control it. Billions died, yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control the bucket. That's like a fucking SCP. The stress bucket analogy. They're going hard on this bucket. Oh, yes, the cavemen, they had buckets. Of course, yes, cave. We know the buckets predate the existence of fucking mankind. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already been it's been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. I don't know.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Oh. I thought I was going to fall down.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die.
Why did the narrator change? The sequel is now... That's
Together, the bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
Doesn't that also kill the bucket, though?
Shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Very Pog Champion. We're missing like one computer still.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Did I already miss it? Or I'm gonna guess it's later, or in a different place. We need one more input. Which way do we go? I guess we go the intended route now. 420, 420. We can't go 420.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
There's no name on that. Kind of sus. How can we find them? Bottom text. I'd love to go 420. Motherfucker, you're high all the time, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I actually don't know how much you smoke. No judgment, no judgment. Large room, lots of boxes, stairs. Something to do with stairs. Some were both red and blue. Okay. Oh, you don't smoke during the week? Oh, I see.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Is it under
office.
here?
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Is it is it here? No.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing
No,
his
it's
boss,
not. This isn't the
admitting he
place.
had
This
left
is
his
the.
post
This is
during
where you
work
trip.
hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a
Oh no, this is the one. This is where you trip balls. Wait. Wait, hold up. Where am I?
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
430 5 times. Monka S. Can I find such a room? That's 413. Oh no, we're going backwards, buddy. Uh-oh. Sorry. Lots of boxes. Some were both red and blue. I forgot where the fuck was the choice room.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No. Why did you oh. Oh. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. You only smoke on the weekends? You can sleep it up properly? Oh, okay. A really rough patch of life, so you probably... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I pressed all the buttons on all the... Don't make me press all these, but I'm gonna die, buddy. Don't let Shroud see this, buddy. If Shroud sees this fucking Stanley Heaven, he's gonna make a 6-hour video saying, "Is this the next best aim training?" I swear to fucking God, buddy. I need an auto clicker for this. That's great. Dude. Do we actually need to press all of these? Where's my where's my trusty? Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's not. It's on the right profile right now for clicking. Hold up, hold up. Dude, you're not... Oh, it's actually... they are resetting. Oh. Do you get Laser is getting ranked 1 for matchmake? Laser is getting ranked 1v1? What? No, I know. I guess we just have to restart. Sorry. I don't know what to do there, if anything. That's how you get to the heaven.
All of his co-work. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble
How could they do
cause.
ranked 1v1
Perhaps
without it
50
being
clicks will
fucked?
do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Do you actually want them there or not? I think he just wants them there. That's ass. Can we find room 417? Is that a bait? Are we being debated here, buddy? Where's the bucket?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
What is happening?
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
I don't know if bucket love is legal.
Now back to door number 437.
It's so stupid. I guess the achievement name actually spoils the...
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit?
Where's the copy machine, buddy? Where is it? Is it in that room? Here.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think he's joinking me around, buddy.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
Oh, wait, where is it? Here.
We've almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
Door slam shut. Oh, I was expecting that.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket. Yes! We did it! Wow! That felt
Achievement.
amazing. You know, not all buckets will get this kind of experience. They won't all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building.
I love it that they had to make like the bucket
like to be employee 419.
memes.
Buckets may dream of an experience like this, but few can say they've truly lived it. You've given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Where am I? Where is this place? Why is this blue?
Stanley clutched the bucket.
I was just like wondering how
entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Like, I was just wondering how did they make it so it's not like gonna be rigged and
here
shit.
it was. Had the bucket turned out
cool.
to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
go to the meeting room.
Oh, here we go.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
Figler and Marines?
You'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Buddy, this
We'll
is
be
the
different people by
satisfying.
then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
We don't know yet.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
No Figler and Marines. Can we go down there somehow? I don't see a safe way to climb all the way down. Oh, what's this then? Oh, it's gonna fuck me up. It's gonna reset me. No, kinda. Suske? Where are we? Narrate your dialogues. A lot of them.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real
Evidence
anymore.
252. What's up?
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
I can't set it down myself, so.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so.
And I guess Trapper
differently
weed
when
doesn't
this
just like
bucket
make you completely
is in
just
my
relaxed. I guess
arms.
you get like anxiety or something with it then
Everything feels
afterwards.
So.
If it doesn't help with a rough patch. I feel like a lot of people smoke when they are on a
What do I
rough
do
patch.
with this treasure?
But I don't know, I guess. Again, personal.
I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
What did they do with the bucket?
is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
FBI, open up!
Who's there? Camporata.
What the fuck? Buddy. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Did we have to? Was the last one
This
was here,
not
right?
the correct way to the meeting room.
Blue and
But
blue and
Stanley
red.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
go
Now.
to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
There's the
cargo
blue and
lift.
white.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Blue and red, sorry.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket,
I don't.
his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Out of all the objects, you pick.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
That dog mode.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it?
No.
Never mind. The bucket
Let's
was
not die
wrong.
this time. I want to get the last collectible,
Stanley
buddy.
took the door on his left to go
I didn't
back to
realize
the
there would be
meeting
this much content, like new content. I had no idea.
said the bucket.
Meow.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Can we
Stanley
open
did
that
not
door?
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
How how?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior
What?
up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your
Are we gonna get a video
understanding
about
of
what is a bucket?
and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I'm scared. Oh,
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
should be easy.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket, mate.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Crazy.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I'm expecting to say no. They're gonna be. This is actually a bucket, buddy.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Sorry. I have to say it's a bucket. That's a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
It's a trick question, buddy. That's a bucket.
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket.
Fuck off, buddy. What do you mean? No explanations. I don't know.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? Both?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both
reflection.
clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I
think we'll have to do a second stream of this. I'm sorry.
Relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No,
Okay,
don't erase
here we
them.
go.
No, 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 no. Don't you dare to re-erase
What
the...
happened? Is everything gone?
Everything's a
Why did everything
bucket.
disappear? Wait,
Everything
was
is a bucket.
everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And
I
you,
can still
Stanley,
bark.
you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
A reflection
Yes,
of the
I actually
Santa
feel
on the
much
sign
more
of
at
shit.
ease right
Oh.
now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact
This.
that we haven't got a game.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
I think I'll quit that there. Because my throat's starting to hurt a bit. I'll play this more tomorrow. This emote, it's fucking stupid. I know. So I thought this was going to be one stream thing. I'm so sorry. I thought this was going to be like a one stream thing and we'll continue with the whatever. But tomorrow we'll continue this again because I want to see more. And there's still endings from the normal game that I haven't seen yet. And I want to play them because I haven't played this game in such a long time. So, two-parter. Yay!